Hello students, today I would like to explain about the remaining portion in electrochemistry. Those are fuel cells. This is a very important topic in electrochemistry concept. So a fuel cell can be defined as a kind of electrochemical cell which can convert chemical energy into a form of electrical energy. Fuel cells consists of a fuel oxidant system. Generally, if you take any kind of fuel cells, for example, hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, methanol oxygen fuel cell, phosphoric acid fuel cell, all these are very good examples to fuel cells. Fuel cells are considering as a category of tertiary cells or tertiary battery. That means third pattern battery materials are nothing but fuel cells. So in a fuel cell, generally we are having an oxidant material. In fuel cells, the chemical energy is provided by the fuel what we are considering. Okay, so the fuel cell and oxidant are continuously and separately supplied to the electrodes of the cell. Generally, if you take any kind of a fuel cell, that's a kind of electrochemical cell that must consisting of an anode and cathode. That means two different electrodes are existing there, and we are considering a compulsory fuel material in a fuel cell. That means at each the electrodes, the fuel material and the oxidant materials are continuously and separately supplied to both of the electrodes present in a particular fuel cell. That means at which they undergo reactions. That means oxidation and reduction reactions. Reactions are nothing but fuel cells are capable of supplying current as long as the reactants are supplied. Until we supply the fuel materials, that means reactant materials, the current supply also obtained. So fuel cells are having a special characteristics. That means comparatively other type of batteries, the tertiary category batteries, that means fuel cells are having high efficiency. They are possessing low noise level. That means they do not produce any sound pollution. They are free from vibrations and heat transfer along with thermal pollution. Along with thermal pollution is nothing but they will not generate any kind of thermal pollution, the generation of smoke, CO2, carbon monoxide into the environment, etc., using in wide range of electronic equipments, because these fuel cells are having high efficiency and noise pollution along with eco-friendly nature. These are having a wide range of utility in several electrical and electronic equipments at present days. So first best example to the fuel cells is hydrogen oxygen fuel cell or H2O2 fuel cell. This is the diagrammatical representation of hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. It is the best example to fuel cells. This consists of two inert porous electrodes made of graphite impregnated with finely divided platinum and lead alloy with silver or nickel and 2.5% of potassium hydroxide as electrolytic material here. Okay, so this consisting of two electrodes, anode and cathode. What we are considering as anode and cathode means here we are taking two different electrodes, that means platinum or lead alloy electrode, and which are impregnated with silver or nickel material, and the electrode concentration is considered as 2.5%. Through the anode material, that means through the anode electrode, we are pumping hydrogen gas or bubbled hydrogen gas, and through the cathode we are pumping oxygen gas. Through anode we are sending hydrogen, through cathode we are pumping hydrogen. So during this process the following reactions are taking place: at anode, oxidation reaction taking place; at cathode, reduction reaction taking place. Here what type of reactions are taking place means, at anode the hydrogen gas what we are bubbling reacts with hydroxide ions from the electrolyte, that is KOH, to convert as a 4H2O by liberating 4 electrons. This is the oxidation process. But at cathode the oxygen material reacts with the water material along with the electrons obtained by oxidation process to convert into a form of hydroxide ions. That means these materials are reducing into hydroxide ions. The overall reaction is 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. This is the resultant. So here the product material what we are obtaining is water material. Here the discharge product or discharge material or product material is calling as water is having this fuel cells, that is H2O2 fuel cell having efficiency 1.23 volts. Number of such fuel cells when we arrange in a serial pattern, then we can obtain a battery. That means H2O2 fuel cells are arranged in a serial pattern, then we can obtain a battery. Then what are the applications of these fuel cells? These are having very beautiful applications. So the energy conversion of these fuel cells is very high. That means that's why these fuel cells are considering as high capable fuel cells or fuel cells with high capacity. The product H2O here considering as discharge material, which is considered as a drinking material for astronauts in space shuttles, and these are noise free fuel cells, and these do not produce any thermal pollution. These are involving low maintenance cost. This is very best aspect. That means in order to maintain these fuel cells, that is very easy. These fuel cells are also lightweight in pattern. So what are the limitations or somewhat drawbacks? The initial starting cost of these fuel cells is very high, and the distribution of hydrogen is not proper pattern, and the lifetime of these fuel cells are not actually known accurately and actually known. Some other type of fuel cells are phosphoric acid fuel cell, solid oxide fuel cells, biochemical fuel cells, solid polymer electrolyte fuel cells, proton exchange membrane fuel cells. And in our syllabus we are having methanol oxygen fuel cell, phosphoric acid fuel cell, along with these hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. Those are also very important. Let us see the diagrammatic and